All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of, this is not an episode, this is a clip,
Just a little
as we
clip.
just talked about off camera. But, okay, so what you got to show me?
So, hey, y'all. So, today we just want to pop on here to talk about this bit of news that we saw out of Dallas. Okay, a black restaurant owner of this restaurant called True Kitchen, he basically scolded, reprimanded all the patrons of his restaurant for the actions of a few. And so you have not heard of this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're about to get Amanuel's reaction of this video live, and then we're going to talk about it. So, and also the owner has responded because this went viral for a little bit.
Okay.
This first one is a video of the woman twerking, and then I'll show you the guy addressing everybody. So this is what we've seen so far. It's the only video I've seen of the twerking. So she's against the glass, I guess on a table, and he comes up to talk to her. Okay?
Okay.
So
Looks about normal at a
this is
black
in Dallas.
event.
This is in
All
Dallas.
right.
It's not an event, it's just a restaurant. And
black event.
And this was yesterday.
Going to a restaurant could be a black event.
Right. Okay.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a... Quan, stop the music, please.
Quan.
Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, you fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it now. Don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
You're providing a place for them to
Thank
twerk.
you. Shit. So people were going back and forth. This has been a hot debate. Like, was he wrong? Was he right? Like, well, you're not supposed to be twerking in a restaurant, but how we talk to them, all like just your first thoughts. You haven't, like, been reading the debates and everything. What do you think? Just first impression. You saw the little twerk video.
Yeah.
And then you just saw his response. So before I show you what he's said in response to the reaction to this, what do you think of this? Y'all.
I mean, I always try to look at everything from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
For me, twerking at a restaurant is probably a good time. if ladies are up twerking at a restaurant, people are enjoying themselves. I'm thinking we're having a good time.
Yeah, but
if it's kids,
kids, there's no kids in this video. There's no kid. We don't talk about the kids.
And he didn't address kids.
Yeah.
So we'll take that out the equation.
So that's your first. Do you think he was wrong or no?
Well, do I think he was wrong? It's his restaurant.
So he can say what
he kind of has a right to do what he wants with his restaurant. Mm-hmm. At the same time, the customers have a right to
not be cursed out.
And not go.
Not come.
Not, just okay. Well, F you if you don't like the way he's speaking to you.
Well, if you're gonna say fuck me, I'm gonna say fuck you.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you're right. It is his restaurant. He can choose. They always say you can refuse to provide service to anybody at your discretion. Whatever.
Right.
Cool. That's your rules. And apparently he had asked these. He said it was like 3 tables of women who he had to ask, like, okay, don't do this, and This was the first time that the woman was like on the table doing it, and then that's where he just kind of went off. So he had addressed it before, and I guess this was just like
this was
the last
second
straw.
time.
He was like, this was the third time.
Third time.
And then he like went off on everybody, and then eventually asked these ladies to leave. But and also people were saying that he had a DJ in the restaurant playing trap music, like playing music on a twerk.
Yeah, if you're gonna play trap music,
throw that ass in the circle. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I can't hear that song and I can restrain myself. I don't think the woman should have been on the table against the glass, because he even said, he's like, when I see that, I don't want to see it, but also she could have broken the glass, fallen. That's a suit for us. So I can see that as a business owner, like, don't do that. This is not a club. We're not doing that.
But that's not necessarily how he addressed it.
That's not how he addressed it. No. And don't address the whole restaurant. Like, I see that you're probably annoyed with these ladies. You've addressed them a couple times. I could see how you'd be annoyed. Then ask them to leave. But like, do you need to address the whole restaurant cursing at everybody? Fuck you. I mean, he didn't say fuck you. But you're cursing. Like you're cursing. Like, you're talking to me like a child for the whole restaurant. I was up there twerking. I think that that was very unprofessional. There was a better way he could have articulated his point. If you don't want twerking, cool. One, get a better DJ. If you don't want, because if he's like, Daquan, stop the music. Okay, tell Daquan not to be playing Throw That Ass in a Circle.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's kind of an issue of like,
I don't know. Those are some of the points that I saw, but that's
it's kind of like a argument or a face off almost of like black people versus niggas. You know what I mean? Like, he thinks
don't bring that hood shit.
Yeah. And
First
so
of all, you could twerk. Because then he was
brings
like,
up a lot of, philosophical questions, to be honest with you. What type of food does he serve?
He said, I want to serve classy, good women.
And see, what does that mean?
First of all,
what does that mean?
What? Well, clearly he's looking down. He doesn't want he sees twerking as you don't have any class.
That's lower class.
That's lower class.
Right.
I don't want that in my restaurant. Okay, I see that. Yeah, don't be jumping on people's tables.
And see, that's the issue, is because it's all about perspective. Because
home training.
If white people created twerking and they were the ones twerking, would he consider that lower class?
There's a time and place. I understand him getting pissed about don't be on my table against the window twerking. If you're like walking to your table like boop boop, drop it one time, keep it moving, that's cute, cool, having a good time, yeah, everyone's drinking. But if you're on the table, this is liability now, okay? And if he doesn't really want maybe he just wants like a little bit good time, but y'all went too far. This is not the club. So I can understand his frustration, but he addressed the situation totally wrong.
So your main complaint is that he just
how he talked to them.
Yes.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
He said, I don't need your money. Get the fuck out. Oh my God. Like,
yeah, it's kind of an oxymoron to say this. I'm doing this for y'all.
Show class, and you're not
so
showing
if you
class.
don't show class, you can get the fuck out. It's kind of like an oxymoron.
Where's
to
your
be honest
class?
with you.
Yeah, because that was not classy. What he did.
Yeah, it's not classy. It's if you're doing this for your people and you're doing this,
want a good. What do you say? You want
and you're a restaurant.
Respectable.
The
place.
number one duty as a restaurant is to serve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be a high level servant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of the people. And if you are stating that your people, you're doing this for your people, then the way you're approaching it doesn't seem conducive to that,
right?
In my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, I get it in both ways, because it's not to even jump so quick to a race issue. It's
not a race issue. It's an establishment. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Anywhere else, they're like, don't do this. Not the club. Keep it moving. So yeah, it's not a black versus white. People saying, would you do this at Ruth Chris? I don't know why. Ruth Chris
ethics,
is like
right?
people's standard for like fine dining.
What's Ruth Chris?
It's a fancy steakhouse.
Ruth Chris?
It's just called Ruth Chris.
Never trust anybody with two first names. Ruth Chris?
It's a steakhouse. It's pretty.
Actually, I have seen that before.
price.
I've never been there before.
Yeah, but people were saying like, would you be twerking at Ruth Chris? Ruth Chris doesn't have Daquan as a DJ. Okay.
If you have Daquan as a DJ, you're already starting this off in a confusing place. How can you have Daquan as the DJ?
How can you not
playing Throw That Ass in a Circle and expect people not to twerk? Get the fuck out! They playing Throw That Ass in a Circle.
And loud enough, he had to tell Daquan to turn down. He said, Daquan, I'm talking. So, I mean...
you should kind of see the problem. The problem is not the people. The problem is Daquan. He's trying to give a message here, and Daquan's over here still playing the music. Turn up, y'all. It's a confusing place. Your establishment's confusing. I think you could have handled that a bit better. But, yeah, good debate time. What's what's the lean on Twitter?
It's really half and half.
It really
like people like you don't like know when to act, like when to be appropriate with your behavior. Like you can twerk when it's in the club. Like know your audience, know your environment. Okay. So a lot of people were mad at him saying like, how could you talk to people like that? Another one's like, how could you play that song, expect me not to twerk? And like it was really half and half what I saw. So that's why I thought it was interesting.
I could see how that could be a debatable topic. But in general, just treat people you know.
But lastly, I just want to say, he was like, most of my clientele is 75% women. Well, most. 75%.
Yeah.
75% of my clientele is women. And he's like, how can I ask men to show respect for themselves if y'all aren't showing respect for yourselves? It's like, first of all, twerking does not mean I don't respect myself, sir. Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like he was talking down to women. And I was like, but most of your clientele is women. And the way you're talking to us like we're kids, like we're your daughters, like.
Yeah.
That was really annoying to me. It's just like, do you want women to come back? Because you're acting like we're sluts. Maybe I'm taking it too far, but he was just like twerking is like the ultimate evil. If you just stuck with like, don't do it on the tables against the wall, like, y'all, you know, a little dancing here and there is cool, but he just really was like, he just did it. He did too much.
He went a little far.
But
Maybe, I mean, I would suggest a bunch of women go down there and just twerk everywhere in that restaurant.
Someone said women just line up outside and just twerk.
Just twerk. See how crazy it dropped.
Yes.
I mean, the man must be so angry in his marriage that he's just mad that he's looking at other women twerk. He doesn't even want to see it.
He was like,
he doesn't want to
see
see
that aggressive ass. Thank you.
Take that ass somewhere else. My
God.
Lord have mercy.
Well, I mean, he did respond on Instagram.
Oh, you didn't say what his response was, right?
So he didn't apologize. I mean, he apologized for the cursing. They could have said it better, but he basically stood by what he said. And he showed security footage. And he's like, ladies, you know, come on now. You can't be twerking in my restaurant. Okay, please. Come on. Let's have respect for ourselves. Have respect for the establishments. I want you to have a good time. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. But please, don't do that again. Okay. Thanks. Bye. So he was like, I guess he put that out. He's like, I want to show you that I was nice in the beginning and y'all made me go off. So he just literally, it's the same. You just see the establishment.
Right.
And then this is, I think, where he comes over. I guess they're dancing over here, and this is where he comes over. And then, oh, my God, come on, I told y'all. And then he starts up, what? Daquan.
Let me see where Daquan's at. I'm interested
He's
where
in the back corner. You see him?
Hold on, Daquan's a white guy.
Daquan is not
Hold
white,
on.
baby.
Daquan is white.
Baby, Daquan is
No. Look all the way back there.
Baby, I see.
That is a white man.
Baby, no.
No, that is a white
How
man.
can you tell the numbers are in the way?
There is a white man named Daquan.
Back left corner, Daquan is black.
That is a white man.
He's fair skinned, baby. Daquan.
That is not fair skin. That is white. I think he has a face mask on or something because his upper face looks dark, but his arms are white as hell.
Baby, not white. They're fair. I guarantee you. Daquan is not white.
Daquan is a white man. They're bringing us down one by one.
No,
one restaurant at a time.
Daquan is black. Stop.
Golly. We can't get a...
Daquan said, I thought y'all wanted to hear it.
They're like the CIA. They infiltrate every black establishment, man.
At this man right here.
Yeah, with the black T-shirt, the fat dude in the back.
Yes.
Look at those white-ass arms, baby.
Baby, look. My mom is fair as hell.
That wouldn't be your mom. Nah, man.
There's
no type of olive in that skin.
No, it's winter and
there's
you're fair
no type
skin,
of,
you look white.
There's no type of buttermilk.
Stop.
That is white.
This video is going longer than
Daquan
I
is a white man.
Listen.
We did it. We solved it.
We didn't solve it.
We solved it.
Anyway, that's it for today, y'all. Do you have any closing thoughts?
No.
Okay.
I'm done.
Would you go to True Kitchen in Dallas? Well, you don't like Dallas, so don't think we're ever going to go there.
Everything. Listen, I hope Daquan succeeds. Him and the CIA agency, they just succeed. They tear everything down in that city. And I want the black people to succeed somewhere else. Go somewhere else. But Dallas, done.
Well, that's not going to. People love Dallas. All right. Thank y'all. We will see y'all in the next video. Bye.